Hello, everyone. Welcome to
Hello.
True Tone. It
Hello.
is episode 36. We have our usual crew minus Drew. We miss you, Drew. You should come on, even though you have the children. Come visit us.
Very
He's
disappointing.
very busy.
Yes, he's very busy. So I totally understand. He's got the kids. So we're just going to do a short one tonight and just talk about kind of the news of what's going on this past week, if we have anything. So how are y'all doing?
Doing
Good.
Yeah,
What
just kinda hanging
happened
out.
this past week? Anything happened this past week?
Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. The
That's like
reason I
you.
titled it this as Pixel 7 because that's coming up this week. I think what the 6th is the event.
Yeah, I
So
think so.
It's already October.
we definitely already know what's going to be coming out. So we know we have the Pixel 7, Pixel 7 Pro, and the Pixel Watch. And according to 9 to 5 Google, it has up to 24 hours of battery life for the watch. So some people are kind of disappointed by that. And in addition, they're kind of disappointed in the fact that it has Gorilla Glass on the front instead of sapphire glass. But
I mean,
based
you
on
can't
the
really
price
expect
that we
Google
put
to throw sapphire glass on that sort of thing. Like, that's more of an
Yeah.
Apple thing at the end of the day. I mean,
I think it's also $350. I think it's yeah. Dang, Latrell, we haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back, man. We'll have to get
I gotta
you on
say
here
oh yeah, I think
sometime.
such a disgrace named it's a hurricane. doing that.
Hurricane.
Wow. So
Oh
crazy.
yeah, hurricane. How did you fare?
I was fine, so it didn't hit us. It hit down south, so it went into like Sarasota, Venice area, and then went across the state. And then what they thought was going to happen was they thought it was going to go through the state and kind of go up the coast and hit
Mhm.
us, but it ended up going back into the ocean. So it went from a category 4 to category 3 to category 2 to 1 to tropical storm, hit the water, and it's going to turn back into a hurricane boat up to the Carolinas.
Carolinas?
Yeah,
I don't
it
think
almost
so.
hit Hurricane
don't-
5 or Stage 5 or whatever it was.
Yeah,
for
it almost
the-
hit. Yeah, it almost hit
hurricane.
a category 5. Yeah,
Category
it was
5,
a
yeah.
pretty bad storm. Pretty bad storm
Yeah.
for real.
Hurricane Ian. Uh-oh.
Yeah. And I mean, but hurricanes are it's one of those things where it just happens so quickly. It just happens so
Yeah.
quickly, like
It's hard to have like a reaction time to it.
Yeah. And then I mean, you probably noticed that a lot of people down in like South Florida, they have like the special shutters and everything on their houses. And you
Yeah.
have like hurricane resistant doors and that kind of stuff. And a lot of people are prepared, like newer homes are built with the preparations. My home definitely doesn't have any of that stuff, but we're not really hit by hurricanes that often. It's mostly like coastal cities, I'm surprised it hit there. Like there are definitely times where it doesn't come from the Gulf, it comes from the Atlantic, it comes like the other way. So
Do you have home insurance?
and that's another thing is like if you don't know about like the homeowners insurance with hurricanes is a little different. So when you live in Florida, you have a hurricane deductible. So you'll have like a traditional deductible if something else happens to your house, say like a pipe bursts, whatever. You have that kind of insurance, but then you have hurricane insurance, which is separate, and it's like
Hurricane
it's not separate.
insurance.
It's included, but you have like a higher deductible. So like I think mine
Ah.
is like $5,000. So like
Damn.
if the damage is more than $5,000, which traditionally it would be, I mean if it's
That's not too hard to do.
house,
Yeah.
it'll go quick. The only other thing too is you'll have to have separate flood insurance. So even if you have hurricane insurance, that doesn't cover you if there's flooding. So it covers wind damage and damage to the home that way. But if you have a flood due to the hurricane, it doesn't cover that. You have to have separate flood insurance. So a lot of people are getting screwed because of that. And it's really disappointing. And on top of that, I know this is like not interesting at all. It's like not tech related, but the insurance industry in Florida is terrible. A lot of home insurers have gone insolvent recently. So like my prices went up. I remember talking to Jeremy, his prices went up and he got hit really bad. So I don't know if you guys saw his stuff, but he got hit pretty bad.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it sucks. Like if you find a good home here and you're paying good price, you're going to pay way more than somebody in a different state because the homeowners insurance prices are insane here. It's really ridiculous.
That is like the
and yes,
one.
they do know that. They do know that, and that's they just get away with it though. We have
Yeah,
that's the
really
thing
dumb.
that sucks with homeowners insurance. You don't have a choice. You're like we can complain about it and complain
Would
to
you
the
like to
government
own
about
the
it.
house you have?
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's definitely one of the bad ones for sure. There's only a few that you can think of like off the top of your head that are really bad, and that was definitely one
I
of
just
them.
hope everyone's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think most people are doing okay, but obviously it's going to take a while to rebuild from that. There was a lot of damage. I'm sure you guys seen the videos online, and it sucks.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting seeing all that from like people's inside perspective, because I've noticed a lot of people are like filming the inside damage from like this hurricane, from home and all that sort of stuff, a lot more than they usually do, especially with TikTok and all that. So it's kind of interesting seeing all that sort of stuff going on like around and all that.
The change from like just a few years ago to now, like with TikTok being a thing, like there's that instant video, you can instantly see what's happening, and it's kind of crazy. Like as years go by, we just become even more and more connected, where we can see these things like happen in real time, and that is just it is wild to think about that.
I mean, even if you think about like Hurricane like Katrina, like that, something that you had to go on the news to actually find out info on that. You couldn't like just go on TikTok and see what people are doing.
Yeah, so was it 17 years ago, Hurricane Katrina? 16, 17 years ago?
Was that 17 years ago?
2005 or 6? 2005?
Seriously?
Yeah. That's how long ago
Or like
it was.
Hurricane Tortilla. Anyway, sorry, I had to get that out.
What?
Yeah.
That was a good one, Michael. That was a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've heard someone use an actual Vine reference in real life or in stream.
God, it's the first thing that came to my head. But
I want to go back to being a child. No responsibilities.
No. All right, so here, I'll show you this real quick. So this was the watch. I saw this. So from Shane.
Design looks
so that
good.
Is the so it does look pretty good. So the only thing I was concerned about, you see how it's got that kind of large, I hope that's not all bezel. But you can see even based on this graphic here, it looks like it's just a big bezel going on there.
It's a massive
wait a minute.
bezel.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a really big bezel. So
wow.
Do we know what the size of the watch face is?
It's somewhere in the specs list, but it's.
Do you think that glass is arched where that crown goes?
It is. It's curved around it.
Cool.
Yeah, it's curved around it. You can see that the crown is kind of sticking out a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to work with like stress fractures with glass and long time.
Corning Gorilla Glass is not going to do well with a watch.
Buck.
It's not going to do well.
I mean, there's a reason why Apple Watch is essentially dominating the entire smartwatch industry. Apple kind of created it.
And then I was going to show this.
Not really.
Too.
That's not true.
So this is what showed up today. This is basically the entire spec list of it. So, and one of the great things was on Reddit, a lot of like real users of Pixel phones were noticing the differences. So you have something called Movie Motion Blur. I think that's new. Of course, we have the Tensor G2, the new chip. Face Unlock is back. I didn't realize that Face Unlock was not a thing on some of these phones, but yeah. And then our color choices are a little interesting. I think the Pixel 7 Pro looks way better.
They all look the same, man. I mean, they're just muted colors of they're older. I don't know. Yeah. I can't see the reason why anyone would buy a Pixel 7 Pro over a 6 Pro, considering they literally were selling for like $200 for the 7 or for the 6. I mean, So I don't know. I've been using the 6 for a bit now too, and it's like a really solid phone.
Is it better than it was when it came out? Because I know there was like problems with the 6 and 6 Pro when it came out. So have they
fixed the majority of the issues? From what I can tell, at least. I can't put my SIM card in it because Apple's made me from not being able to do that. But it's wonderful. But it's not bad though. It's really it feels solid. I don't know how to explain that, but It's
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Yeah, and so I mean, is the screen exactly the same, like 6.7, 6.3,
Yeah,
same
there's
quality and everything?
little to no difference.
Yeah. So the Pixel 7 Pro is the 1440p display, 120 hertz, all that good stuff. I think one difference was the camera has 5 times optical zoom. I think it had less in the last version.
Yeah,
There's it's a very minor update, but I mean, it's not. It's a good design, but I mean, even the Tensor G2 is even a minor upgrade over the current Tensor chip. So I mean,
mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yep.
Like,
I think this is one of those iPhone things where it's just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like they've kind of, a lot of companies have already mastered the like what phone everyone wants and everyone is happy with. This is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically an S upgrade at the end of the day.
What?
Like
you keep dropping.
I agree.
Oh, I keep dropping my pen. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Okay. He was just wondering what you were talking. Yeah, it really is an S upgrade, but it seems like this is kind of the S upgrade year, honestly. With most phones, there's nothing really. I mean, what like this year? What has been exciting so far? I mean, we're already in October, so we got 3 months left of the year. So like, what phones actually excited you this year?
Fold 4, but that's because I just want to fold.
Yeah,
that's just because I want to fold. Like I miss my Fold 3. Yeah. Like that was such a good phone. I wish there was no internal camera. But
I know Michael's the only one that's probably compared the 3 and the 4. So like when you compared the two, what do you think it was a worthy update over the 3, or was it kind of like
it's just an S upgrade? I mean, so the hinge has been significantly upgraded. It's more of like a I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a it's more flippy, I guess. It wants to open. Or it wants to close. It's not like it doesn't want to stay in one position like nearly as much, but it can still do that without a problem. It's a little faster. I can kind of feel that, but can I destroy it this time? Okay, well,
hey, you know what? If that becomes Michael's niche and he does well with destroying things, I'm all for it. Let the man destroy things and make money from it. Okay.
Well,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but then I'll get internet hate from it because I'm destroying things that are being destroyed for presumably no reason. But that's kind of TikTok's problem at the end of the day.
Same thing. I mean, you think about it. Every year an iPhone comes out, there's one person that comes out to destroy it.
Yeah, we smashed it with Hammer. Yeah, I don't get it.
I mean, they smashed the Apple Watch Ultra with a hammer just to test it.
Well, that was TechRax.
So, I mean.
But
one thing I've always wanted to do though was either an iPhone or an Apple Watch, a bat. I want a full swing, perfect in the middle of the air, full swing, hit the iPhone and make it go flying. I want to try that one day. I can't afford it, but I want to do that.
So you're getting the Pixel Watch. All right. So are you coming from any other watch? Or were you using an Apple Watch? Or were you using a Samsung Watch or anything like that? Just curious. And I have a suggestion for you.
That's
Potato.
A big question.
I have a suggestion for you. There's a thing called a Rage Room. There's a thing called a Rage Room. And they have them in a couple of places. I mean, look it up. They might have one nearby. And you can pick various tools and you get to destroy things in a room for 30 minutes. And it is very therapeutic. Very, very
Bro, I'm gonna go crazy inside of it, and then by the time I leave the room, they're gonna call okay, you probably no, I'm joking. Yeah, but that sounds fun.
I promise they will probably not think anything of it because you're gonna it actually hurts when you're swinging a sledgehammer or swinging a bat that if you haven't done that in a while, you're gonna feel it in your arms. You're gonna feel it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I haven't swung a bat full force with an object in a while. I need to warm up.
It might be time, yeah.
A few practice swings.
Yeah, right.
Oh god.
Oh man. I watched that and let me say it was good, but also terrifying because that's just crazy that did y'all watch this?
How long is it? I haven't watched it yet.
It's 10 episodes and it's by the same people that did American Horror Story.
Okay.
So
I'll have to watch it
it's about killing people again, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of this weird like they've done similar kinds of shows like this before, where it's like dramatized. So it's some of it's fictional, but some of it's real. So I had to look up a lot of it while I'm watching it because I'm like one of those people. I'm like, let me look this up and see if this is real. But like, it was the acting was really good in it. But it also will just make you absolutely sick. It's just like that was a sick dude. That was a completely sick dude. And yeah, I don't know. It's just bad.
The world is such a terrible place right now. Like, I want stuff that'll like warm my heart, and, like make me feel happy. And, like,
that'll also like it is just. I think the biggest thing that I got from it is just how did they let him get away with that? Because there were multiple times in the show where he could have been caught by the police, and they just let it go. They just let it completely go. And I was also disgusted that he was taking 14-year-old boys. I mean, that's just,
let's not go into detail.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to go into it, but it's a good show. But it'll also kind of open your eyes to some stuff because it is just completely messed up.
Yeah, that's insane.
It is. I mean, the acting was good. It probably could get some awards, honestly, but yeah.
I mean, like the show probably is good, right? Like as production value, as like the actors, the writing, the story, and everything. I just don't like killing. Like I just don't like the whole gruesome.
They don't really show. I mean, they showed some stuff, but it wasn't like gratuitous, like murder kind of stuff.
No, but like when you hear about like talking about it and the details and stuff like that, and it's just like, oh god, that's just fucking terrible.
One thing I will say is like whoever did. I think the set designers of that show were really good because they got the apartment down to a T. Like the apartment was done exactly like his. I mean, this was taking place in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and they had like even down to the can of beer he was drinking was just like at the time how it looked. So I mean, there were like little things you might not even notice that they thought of. I think they did a really good job with that. Because that's the stuff I pay attention to. Like if you're watching something that takes place in a different period, you want to like you look at all the stuff. Like, am I going to see a modern car in the background? You know, that kind of stuff. Am I going to see?
On flashbacks and stuff, I'm always looking at the cars. Like, oh, I wonder when this era is. Like, oh, this car is from 1990, so this is stuff like that.
And I'm the type of person. Cool. Like, I mean, I will like I'll notice. I'll be like, oh, that was a 95, and this is taking place in 93. Y'all messed up, you know, like that kind of stuff. I'll notice that.
Like, wait a minute, they didn't release this car. No, wait a minute. This option wasn't an option until 1995. This is wrong. This is a movie mistake. What was that channel again that goes into like they talk about like movie CinemaSins. Yeah. That would be
CinemaSins. Now I have to look at that.
You haven't watched CinemaSins, bro? I was golden. I used to watch that all the time.
Yeah. All right, so and it's funny because like there was a Reddit a while ago talking about like what's the biggest movie mistake you've ever seen. So, and this is one I always remember, and I know people always mention this. They probably mention this one too. But if you ever watch Jurassic Park, right?
Which one, the old one or the new one?
The very first Jurassic Park. Like if you watch the first one, you'll notice that when the SUV falls over the wall, it falls into a tree, right? So like if you watch. As it's falling, one of the headlights is on, and then it falls into the tree, breaks the headlight, right? That was on.
Yeah.
But then it goes to them, and then it goes back, and the headlight's back on. Even though it's just broken. I noticed like stupid stuff like that. Like no one would care about that, but I noticed
small details. But like that's so obvious. Like someone should have realized that.
Yeah, no one noticed that, but I mean, it didn't take away from anything. Like it's still in the trees, still like it,
in the first Jurassic movie. I think there was a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they had like multiple vehicles in the show, so it made sense.
Or like studio, like the assistants' hands and stuff on like the dinosaurs and stuff. Or like sometimes you just see staff in the movies and stuff, and it's like so cool to see. It's like, oh, okay, it made it into the movie.
And you can tell what era a car is based off. Looks and sounds. That's true. So also, I heard about. Do you remember the show? What's it called? What's the car? The car is like a cop or something like that. Kit. What is it called?
The car is a cop.
Hang on.
What? Is it the one with the bug, the beetle?
Knight Rider. Knight Rider. Okay,
Knight
so Knight
Rider.
Rider. Yeah, that show
What
took
was
place
the
in the
car again?
70s or 80s.
It was a Pontiac. It was a Pontiac Firebird, right?
Trans Am.
Trans Am. Ah,
Yeah.
I always
Anyway,
get those two
the
mixed up.
show, yeah, but the show was remastered recently into HD, and now people are noticing stuff. So like, the car was supposed to drive itself, right?
Yeah.
So the Trans Am had these seats with a big hole in the cushion between the headrest or whatever. And somebody noticed that the headrest on the driver's side had a clear plexiglass that was shaded, so you couldn't see the person like looking through it. And then their hands went underneath, like around the seat, and were driving it, and you could see the dude's hands like,
Seriously?
move away. Yes.
Oh, that's sick! Oh my god! Okay, that is cool.
So,
that is serious. I want to
yeah.
see that. I want to see if there's like if I can find a YouTube.
Funny.
video.
I saw the clip on TikTok and I laughed. I was like, no way. And people were like, now it kind of ruins the show for me. But it's like, also you got to think about like the quality of the show back in the 80s was like very low, and you wouldn't have noticed that. They would have put that off to the side. You wouldn't have noticed that at all. But now it's all remastered in HD. You can see everything. It's kind of funny.
Oh wait, I was about to say something and now I forgot. Fuck. It was about
You lost
Knight
it?
Riders. Yeah, I lost it.
I'm back, my bad.
You're good. Also, cop cars used to use rotating lights before, and nowadays, especially Milwaukee, it's all LED. I mean, shoot, JSO
What?
here, they're using. I saw an Impala tonight, like like an old Impala. Like, I'm surprised they're still using Impalas because I thought they switched.
You sure it wasn't
They
more
seem
tired?
solid.
That's kind of insane. Like an older one,
Yeah,
like
they're
a
still using
90s.
Impala.
Wow.
Impala's really like from the 90s, like early 2000s ones?
No. Like, no, one of the last Impalas, because they stopped selling the Impala in
Oh.
like 2000.
Yeah.
13.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
Still
like the
using like
Impala
that.
like SS
No,
or something like that.
Oh.
No.
Is this the one with the V8 in it? There's one that has a V8 in it,
I mean,
and some people buy it.
I think. Well, I don't know. Okay, so I'll say this. So funny story.
it was
for my
the
prom. So funny story for my prom.
Yeah.
I actually got to drive. My prom date. Her dad let me drive. He had an Impala SS. It was a '96.
Ooh.
It was black. It was absolutely gorgeous. And I'm telling you what, like, I was so scared. I was like, I'm gonna crash this car, dude. I was like, I'm gonna crash this car for real.
Bro, this looks sick. This car looks fast.
My police department uses almost all their fleet Ford Interceptors. Okay,
Yep.
like the Taurus. Yeah.
I really like the Ford Explorer, the new one, the ST.
I like the look of
What
it.
is it?
Yeah, I hate seeing it now because it's everywhere and every cop has one.
Yeah,
but
it's
Yeah.
terrifying. So that's the only reason why I wouldn't buy it. But
Right.
still, like that car, it's like a
Yeah,
track
it's
hawk,
silent.
but like
yeah.
it's not a track hawk. It's like the one that you will never notice as fast. It's like it's like what is
Which
it?
one?
It's like the Ford Explorer ST. It's like really
oh
fast.
yeah, those are nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So because the engine, right, like the whole V6 twin turbo is the same from the Ford GT and the Ford, I forgot what it was, but like you can make a lot of power from it, like with the tune and stuff. And so it's kind of like a Trackhawk, but with a turbo. And it doesn't look like it's not modified enough to make it look like, oh my God, that car has 707 horsepower. It's like, I don't know if that's a police car or if it's like a family SUV or if it has upgraded turbos and makes 800 horsepower or something. Like that's what I love
Yeah.
about it. It's a sleeper. I love sleepers.
I wouldn't mind a sleeper car for real. I honestly,
Right?
one of the things I want now. Speaking of sleeper things, I want to make a sleeper PC. That's like one of the things I've always wanted to do.
Do
is get,
it.
like get the body of an old computer. Like I'm talking like old aging like white computer from like the 90s.
Oh no.
that looks,
Don't
like,
go too
kinda yellow
back.
now.
Don't go too back.
No, why not?
Yeah, no.
What
Don't
should I-
go too
what should I
back
do?
because then it looks old. Like you got to look for like the tech.
Imagine-
Like
You know, what'd be sick though is if you could
What?
like put a Mac Mini, like the innards of a Mac Mini, into like one of the G4 cubes. That'd be sick.
Oh, you can.
That'd be awesome.
Someone's done it before.
You can?
G.
Yeah.
Someone did
Is
that.
that
It's-
what it was?
It's a bit of a project, but someone sold it. Their like custom G4 cubed
Oh.
Mac Mini on eBay.
Damn, this was what I was gonna talk about. Like the G4 Cube
Okay,
looks so cool.
all right,
Imagine like a
pull
full
that
PC in this.
Someone needs to pull that up. I need to see that. That's sick.
All
Wait,
right.
yeah, Ian, this
I
wouldn't be
wonder how
too
many
hard. I don't
modifications
think.
they have to make to do that. I mean, like
Whoa.
port wise.
The Power Mac G4
Mac.
Cube
Yeah.
by 512 pixels. Whoa.
Okay. Share.
Wow.
Share screen. Show it.
Hey,
Share
Ian,
the screen. Yes.
I'm looking at like a thumbnail of the Power Mac G4 Cube. It just looks like a computer inside. You can probably build like an ITX computer in here.
You think so?
Maybe.
Well, no, I mean, like, a
sure, you're
Mac- I
probably
think
gonna have to make a
Mac-
few like metal brackets by like drilling a hole and bending it or
If you're
something. But that's
doing
not
a
that.
G4 Cube, I think it has to be like a Mac. It can't be a.
It has to be a Mac.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Well, I mean, it would probably
M1
fit.
shipping a
though.
20-year-old.
yep, this is a chassis of a cube, and this is the SCM1 board right there.
Oh wow. Okay, so they put only the
Wow.
internals.
Seems pretty interesting though.
Wait, did he put a Mac Mini in? Wait, is that the G4
That's
Cube?
just the
Okay.
I/O. Yeah.
Is that the back of
Yeah,
it?
so the-
I was curious.
Yeah,
about
so
that.
the I/O on Mac Minis can't be removed, so you have to have that back plate with it to actually use the I/O on the back of it.
That sucks. That's
It's
pretty,
pretty
sick.
cool though.
Yeah, this is seriously
Yeah, that's
cool.
really cool. I wonder if anybody's put like old new Mac Pro in an old Mac Pro. Probably have. I'm sure they have.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
But
that
what
one. Maybe
would
that's
be
too
what would be the ultimate sleeper PC for y'all? What would that look like?
sleeper
I'd
PC.
get like an old Dell Optiplex desktop and just like max it out with like
That
a
is
whole
a great
like
idea.
full loop water cooled system. That'd be so sick.
Cars, I like sleepers, but
Yes.
computers, I don't like sleepers. I like the new
So-
like modern design of RGB and stuff.
There was a guy on that used to be on Twitter a long time ago. He's not on there anymore. But he was doing Optiplex upgrades. I don't know if he completely
Oh, you
changed
can-
his.
You can buy them on
Optiplex
eBay.
is-
There are people who buy
Yeah,
like used Optiplexes and then would put a GPU in it and then would list it as like a gaming PC, so you can get
Mhm.
it for a low price. But then you would have like these second or third gen i5s with 750 Ti's going for $500 or $600 on eBay. So just be aware of like the cost and how much you can actually save money on that. So
Yeah.
just letting you know about that. But that was like a few years ago. I saw it on eBay. But yeah.
I wish
Try
I
to
could
find the
find
old
him because
Dell desktop that I had, but it was really nice. And I had it was like a server desktop, but I threw like a 950 in it at the time, and it was like this beast. Let me see if I can find it though. Dell desktop.
How about cars? Like, I know you guys are like decently into cars. Like,
yeah,
what's your sleeper car? You know?
a sleeper car.
Yeah, like what's a sleeper you would build one day? Like, imagine you have all the tools you need. You have a welder, you have a frame machine, you have what else do you need? Unlimited metal, like
Why
unlimited
am I not
budget.
surprised by this? I'm not surprised Mitchell has this many.
In your laundry room, dude, it's probably like corroded or rusted then.
No, he's got like a basement. He's got like a basement.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like covered and everything. It's not like outside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would do
Wait,
Honestly-
laundry room. No, wait. I said it was gonna like corrode or rust because I thought like the humidity from the washing machines would cause it to. Wait, who has their
Oh, I
laundry room outside, Ian?
Mine's in my garage.
yeah, mine's in my garage too.
Okay, it is in my garage, but like that's not what like referred to it. Like I referred to it as like, oh, with a high humidity, it could rust or corrode.
Right. So and to answer your question about the like sleeper car, I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
if I could put like I think it'd be sick if you could take one of the OG DeLoreans and put like
Oh.
a Tesla motor in it.
Someone's done that already.
Like
I'm
I'm
sure.
pretty sure they have.
I mean, that's technically
Are
what the
you meaning,
N90
like,
or
making your
N75
own-
Vision is.
You what?
The new Hyundai. It's basically what that is at the end of the day. I mean, it's got
Oh,
that same
yeah,
kind of
it is.
styling as the DeLorean. That's my dream car right
I
there.
love what Hyundai did. So did you
It's-
remember when Hyundai? So the first thing they did with those pixel headlights and the
I
pixel
just-
taillights was they redid one of their '90s cars. They had this luxury car from the '90s.
Oh,
And they
right,
just,
yeah,
like,
and they like
redid it.
modernized it. Yeah,
Yes,
I saw that.
and it looked so
Ah.
fucking good. And I'm like, release that today. I'd buy that. I would
Oh, yeah,
buy an
definitely.
older body style car like that in a heartbeat.
Hyundai made a Eurobeat Nürburgring playlist on YouTube, and there's 2 hours of it in total, and it's from Hyundai and worldwide. Like they uploaded a Eurobeat playlist on YouTube, and it actually sounds
So
sick.
weird.
I actually listened to like a little bit of it, but like like Eurobeat and like the drifting culture and stuff is like really
Yeah.
popular. So like it makes sense. It has 868,000 views, so it works. It worked for them.
I
Truckla?
remember that. Yeah, the Model 3.
I've
truck.
actually I've
Mhm.
seen Truckla in person. It's really interesting to see because like they
Did you get
literally
a picture of it?
saw
Why didn't you get a picture of it?
it was on the road.
Michael, I
Latrell,
swear,
what do you mean?
you being in California, you have like the biggest opportunity to see the coolest stuff. Honestly,
I mean, I think they made the Truckla thing, or the person that like owns it lives here, so I guess that's kind
Wait,
of
what?
why. But
Is that how you say
the
Hyundai?
proper way to say Hyundai is like Sunday. That's how they say it.
Sunday.
Hyundai.
Hyundai?
Sunday. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to
Also,
say.
what did he mean by really? What the hell? Like, what? Really?
he means
hell?
the water and corrosion thing with the optiplexes.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like, how's that response? What did I say?
Laundry
Like I
was
said,
where
what
I put on my BS.
Yeah, he didn't.
I mean,
Yeah, he just.
I guess
Did I
you
say
can always
it?
check it.
Did I say something I shouldn't have said? Oops. I hope not. I didn't.
No, I mean you
No,
can
he
check
just-
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, he
yeah,
just didn't know that the
I just meant
corrosion
like, yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, do you guys get that recommendation from YouTube of the guy who cleans like the laundry machines and the dryers and stuff?
No. What?
Is it the guy that finds like change and like dryers and stuff like that after he gets them, like buys them, like
Yeah, and then he just like takes the whole thing
Oh,
apart.
I saw
and, like,
that. Yeah,
cleans it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
saw that.
My basement is already dry since it's a basement. What? No. Like bathrooms have high humidity, right? So I'm like, okay, maybe the drying machine, or not the drying machine, the washing machine would cause humidity in the room or something.
Yeah.
I get recommendations of guys who deep clean rugs. I used to get that a lot.
So
But, like,
okay, so
I think-
the whole thing with. So hold on.
I think for
in-
sleeper cars. Oh,
Everyone
wait.
keeps talking over each other.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You.
Okay.
I just want to show
I
this.
think-
Like, is this
Oh.
real? Is that real?
What?
This?
How did he lose all that weight in a year? What?
Is that real?
Oh,
Is that the real person? Is it the same?
must be. It might be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I have no
either
clue.
way, if he did lose all that
Anyway.
weight, that's impressive. So good for him, dude.
Yeah.
Weight loss is hard. Being in a calorie deficit is just you're hungry all the time. You want to eat, but I mean, good for him, dude. I don't know if he actually did lose that weight or not, like if the picture is real or not, but either way.
It's like
very-
it's being the case because there's like going to be a lot of pressure put on him to have a decent appearance.
yeah, dude. Like
Yeah.
imagine. Okay, actually, I want to go too into detail on that, but yeah, the pressure must
no,
be
I could-
insane from 30 million
definitely do that.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30
So, I
million
think-
subscribers. That must be
Yeah.
for real.
So okay, back to the sleeper car thing. So I think what I would do is grab a Civic Si, like a new one, a 2022,
Uh-huh.
and just like absolutely balls to the wall. Just like throw the best thing. I haven't looked at engine compatibility yet for that thing, but I think it would be sick to just throw something like a
Why an SI
V6
though?
hybrid. I don't know. I like the new look of the new Civics, and I want a manual.
Yeah, I wish.
So-
Like, I feel like Honda kind of fucked up by making their Type R the hatchback. I know they have to make it because it's been a hatchback this entire line, but like, I really want to see
Yeah.
a sedan version of it. Like, I want someone to go in, get a Type R and a SI, and then just put everything in a Type R and put it in SI. That would be sick.
That wouldn't be too hard to do. I don't think. I mean, they're all cross compatible. I think that would work.
Mm-hmm. I love that the
And also-
Acura Integra is literally just an SI with leather.
It looks sick though. Like, I've seen it on the road sometimes,
It's-
and I'm like, wait a minute.
I was
is that
thinking about
still alive?
I was thinking about leasing one. Honestly.
Get it,
Nice.
or actually get a Miata.
Do you know how bad I love Miatas? Like, I love the MX-5 so
Dude,
much. I love that.
Get
car.
it.
Like, it is just a me car for real. But it has two fucking
Yeah.
seats.
Yeah.
Like, I
Who
can't
cares
do
about?
two-seater,
Who
man.
cares about like?
It's not
what's it called again?
practical. I mean,
Oh,
It's not
practicality. Yeah, that's
practical at all.
No.
But I
It's
mean,
more of a
I wouldn't
weekend
mind
type
getting
car.
like an older one. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having like an older one as a weekend car, honestly.
Yeah, you can get one for like probably like around like under 10. That's in like really solid condition.
Yeah, well, I mean, like the price of them has gone up hardcore. They really, I mean, even
Like,
the older ones, even the ones from the '90s,
yeah,
have
you
gone
could
up
probably make a
hardcore.
whole video series on it. Like,
On what?
you have a
Just
garage.
getting one or
Yeah.
like restoring one?
Working on one, Ian. Like, there's
Yeah.
such a big community of cars, and like people just want to see cars, and like getting worked on,
Yeah.
and like a lot of like,
Right?
dude, make videos. Like, I bet if you like, you do pretty well. I think if you buy like I think a Miata would do well. Like like
Yeah.
could I get like a hypothetical budget if you were like maybe potentially interested in like doing that? Like 5K
God,
maybe?
I don't even know. 5K? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean,
5K?
possibly.
Because
So-
like
so-
it would be like a whole avenue of just unexplored content for you. But I feel like it'd be like really fun too.
So I don't think I'm to the level of like having a spare like fun car to work on yet, because I have stuff on my house I need to work on. And like y'all will understand it when you buy your house, when you buy your first house, you're gonna be like, okay, I have to do so many things to this house. Or there's gonna be so many things you want to do. And it's like
Make a
I've
video
had
on
my
it.
car, I've had my house for so long that I have so many things I need to do. Like I was talking to a friend tonight about like replacing I have a pergola out back that had like lattice
What
on
is
it.
that?
And
I need to go
okay, so a
Google that
pergola is
real-
basically just like an awning with open space in it.
Oh,
And lattice is
pergolas
like
are
lattice is kind of
cool.
like, yeah, lattice is like this all over it, so it had just little tiny holes in there.
Mhm.
But it was all made of wood, and it was dry rotted, so I took it all down, and I think I just need to
yeah.
replace the whole thing. So he's talking about doing like having like a little roof on top with shingles and everything, and just having it cover, like not fully screened in or anything, but just like a roof with a cover,
Yeah.
so that like you could sit on it and everything that's
Like a
under it
roof.
would stay, would stay dry. So it's a thought.
What was that? What was?
So many things I
I
gotta
forgot
do.
the word.
So many
Words
things.
are not coming to my head right now, but like there was one. I forgot what it was called. It's like, fuck. It's the one with the roof on it, but there's chairs, and then you can like talk with people inside of it. It's like a roof. It's roofed.
A
It's a
balcony?
complicated. No. It's like it's on the floor. It's in like a garden or like the
The floor?
backyard, and it's like a small little building. It's like what you describe, but a lot smaller.
A condo?
No.
Are you talking
It's
about?
like
Are you talking about like it's separate from the house?
yeah. It's like what you're saying, like a pergola, but like it's smaller. It has a roof.
I know what you're talking about. I don't
And-
know what the name is. I can't think of the name.
Yeah,
of
what's the word? I'm looking for it.
I know what you're talking about though.
I don't know what's the word. I like how the word sounds, and I'm like, I always remembered it, but I forgot what. What is it? I want to replace all the drywall in my basement, and because I have a 200-inch projector screen on the back of my garage, I want to get surround sound in my garage, in my backyard. Man,
You wanna
surround
get
sound in the
Surround
backyard.
sound in the backyard.
sounds
I mean, you can technically, but
Shed? No,
dude,
it's not a shed. It's
Not
like
shed, I know what it is.
what is it called?
You'll think of it after we're done. I swear.
oh god.
Oh, not me having the same.
Oh, Ian, why are you me? Come on, the original.
Shed either.
God, I'm
All
so
right.
tired.
So, yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and cut it because we were gonna do like just 30 minutes and we're about 40
Yeah.
minutes in. But
Yeah.
appreciate Latrell being here and whoever that other person is.
The other
now I
person.
can't talk.
Thank you.
The other two people. Yeah. So
I think that's me. I have the stream open on Chrome because I was trying to look at a comment and it wouldn't
Wow.
showing up on. So yeah, I
we did
yeah.
great. We did great tonight. But yeah.
yeah, dude, amazing.
So, but thank you, Michael. Thank you, Potato, for joining. And
Yep.
Drew, we miss you. Come next week. Hopefully, we'll have like a full hour next week, and we'll do a little something better. So, but yeah, this is a short
Yeah.
one. But yeah, thank you all for joining.
Thanks for
See y'all
tuning
next
in.
week.
See you guys.
Bye-bye.